fueron de 43.
Sí, te vamos a seguir jugando de 43, pero ese partido es amistoso, ¿no?
Ah, órale. Ah, bueno. Ah, pues.
So welcome!
Yo!
Jojo, yes, that's who he is.
Says the non-JoJo fan!
Yeah, I'm not.
It makes sense that the non-JoJo fan would be playing Dio.
So, welcome to the GV podcast. He's Duke and I'm Mayhem.
Yes.
And if you can't tell, we're talking anime.
Yes. Specifically, we're not talking about JoJo. Don't worry. Don't worry, we're not talking JoJo today.
So you're approaching
Today.
me. No, we're not talking about you. Oh.
Yes, I have to come closer to kick your ass. Today, we're talking about Dragon Ball.
Yes, the one that started it all.
Yes.
I would consider...
It's a massive one in all honesty. Dude, consider the fact that they have a float in the Macy's Day Parade.
Yeah.
It's a Dragon Ball Super float, but still. Super was a mixed bag, dude.
Yeah.
I saw it. It was a mixed bag.
Some of the movies are better.
The movie was fucking awesome.
Yes, that one was amazing.
Gogeta! But, so I want to start off with, how were you introduced?
I want to say that because I had older brothers and they decided, hey, we're watching this, and I just went, okay.
Same here. I had an older brother who he would show me anime every day after school, and most of it was Inuyasha, but a lot of it was also Dragon Ball. Like, there was a lot of Dragon Ball Z Kai.
But all my younger sibling people will understand that you don't get a choice, and all of a sudden you have to like it or you don't watch anything. And the thing is, with Dragon Ball Z, it's really good.
So my immediate question is, do you think it'd be better if they made a Dragon Ball original Kai?
If they did,
It'd be weird in all honesty, but
Yeah.
it'd still be the kind of thing of maybe be necessary for people who've never seen it.
Yeah, I think it would be good to be like a summary series of it.
Yeah.
Because Dragon Ball, the original, just has some of those moments that you're just like, oh, why is this in here?
You mean filler?
Yeah, the filler and some of the...
No,
some
do you know
things.
for Naruto, there are actual lists out there of, okay, you can skip this part, you can skip this part, you can skip this part, you can skip this entire arc. Because the problem, in all honesty, do you know what the actual problem that happened with each of these different shows?
Why do they need so much filler? Why?
Because they were making the show at the same time the manga was being made.
Oh no, that's a bad idea.
Do you ever wonder why the longest fight in all of Dragon Ball was the Frieza fight?
Because it was being made
At the same time, there's so much to the Frieza fight that was cut out because of Kai.
That's why it's like the classic thing to talk about with Dragon Ball Z is in one episode, next episode,
Yeah, once again, it was old because of the fact that they had to find filler in order to stretch this out of okay, now wait for when it comes out.
Oh my god.
There was also the situation for other anime of having to make their own story.
Oh.
Best examples are Hellsing and Full Metal Alchemist. When it came to Full Metal Alchemist and Hellsing, the funny thing is the later series like Hellsing Ultimate and Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, those are more directed to the manga itself. Instead of just being their own thing.
Yeah, they're more refined in matching the manga.
Exactly. Hunter x Hunter had that situation. All these different anime had their different situation.
But I never knew that the reason why it was so ridiculously long is because it wasn't finished.
Yeah.
And that's the
Crazy to think of, right?
I think that's actually a better thing to do than to predict it, because we have that entire situation with I haven't seen it, but Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones was such a fuck up.
Yeah, they decided to end something that could not be ended yet. That they didn't have the skill to end it.
Yeah.
And that's why the ending failed.
No, it's also the reason why you see a lot, very often, is they will only pick up a show for a manga after it's gotten to a certain point, because it's okay, we're not going to start off the manga and then also make the anime on the side, because if we do that, we're fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, look at My Hero Academia. They're not even 25 volumes in. They're more around 30 volumes in.
Oh, jeez.
And I would say the anime is up to about volume 20.
Yeah. I really like the taking their time sort of thing.
Yeah.
I like that. I like it better.
Yeah, no, it's they've gotten very, very much better at doing anime lately. Well, of course, due to animation,
Yeah.
due to just everything involved.
Demands, definitely.
Demand especially.
That's why a lot of animes that were only one season for such a long time are now suddenly getting season 2s.
But now we're talking about a classic. We're talking about Dragon Ball today.
Yeah, Dragon Ball Z.
So, speaking of Dragon Ball, what was your favorite story arc in Dragon Ball?
I have to say that it was the Frieza arc because it was so because
It's a classic.
It's a classic, yeah. It's absolutely nostalgia. That's what it is.
It's not just nostalgia, mind you. It is still a good arc.
It is.
Like when you put everything there together, it is the hero's journey for Goku.
Yeah.
Like he's gone through that journey plenty of times before, but this time it is more concrete.
In space.
Do you know that apparently Lanny Pator, one of the main guys at Team 4-Star, apparently the first episode he ever saw of Dragon Ball was the episode where he goes Super Saiyan.
Oh wow.
Yeah, crazy, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, holy shit.
I think the one episode that I remember the most that I could maybe consider be one of the first episodes I saw is it has to be the fight with Captain Ginyu because I remember.
Oh yes.
I remember Captain Ginyu the most out of everybody.
Yeah.
Like it's a weird thing, yeah. And
yeah, no, those villains were actually fully just inspired by like Sentai.
absolutely.
The
poses.
Toriyama, when he loves a show, he will fully just shove it in. That's a lot of manga artists, in all honesty. A lot of the creators of different manga, they like a lot of different shows that go around, not only in their area, but also in America. I mean, look at My Hero Academia.
Yeah.
He's a massive Star Wars fan. Did you know that?
Yeah, you've told me about this, yeah.
Yeah, but for Dragon Ball, so much inspiration from like Sentai. Consider
Journey to the West.
Journey to the West is literally what the first season of Dragon Ball itself was.
Yeah.
Remember Oolong? That is a character inspired by a character from Journey to the West. The Desert Bandit Yamcha.
Yeah.
He was based on Sandy from
From
Journey to the West.
Yeah.
Even the whole idea of the Dragon Balls themselves,
like the wish thing.
yeah, the whole idea of wish. In all honesty, the Journey to the West, the whole point of it was going to this far off land to spread enlightenment.
Yeah.
And so with this wish, you get enlightenment. He played a massive joke on his fan base. Do you know what the first ever wish of the Dragon Balls was?
It was the pig.
It was Bulma's panties.
Yeah.
Wished by a pig.
Yeah.
And it's so fucking perfect for Dragon Ball. Do you know even actually, it was not supposed to continue after that.
Oh wow! So
It was just a comedy little gag thing, and then people liked it so much he was like, well, better continue this. Well, let's see, what can I continue with this? Let's check back on that Roshi guy.
yeah.
And
What's his deal?
And they did the whole thing where they went back to Roshi and they had Goku training with Roshi and Krillin.
Yeah.
And it then became a action adventure manga instead of a comedy.
With the tournament arc and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
That's just the thing. Like with Dragon Ball Z, it was the pioneer of anime. I think it would. I would consider
it established a lot of tropes that now exist today.
Yeah, it's the trendsetter. There we go. That's
it was the trendsetter. Yeah, exactly.
And with Dragon Ball Z, it was so entertaining with like the fights and everything like that.
Do you know that apparently in the West it's called Dragon Ball Z, but in the East, back in Japan, it never added the Z.
It never did. Oh wow.
It didn't add the Z because for them it was just continuing.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
for us, they established that Z, and it then became basically its own part of the story, which is fitting considering the fact that Goku, for the first part of it, in all honesty, was really not the main focus. In all honesty, the main focus was Gohan.
That's why it was so unfortunate that the change from in the Buu saga with Gohan, like it was so unfortunate that he kind of flopped.
Though this does bring up what my favorite arc is, and it's the Cell Saga arc.
The Cell Saga, yeah.
I fucking love Super Saiyan 2 transformation.
It is really good.
Which I will thank Team 4-Star for this especially, because of the fact that when they added in that song, which apparently the song when he transforms into Super Saiyan 2, that is actually from the Japanese version.
Oh, yes.
It was removed in English because, in all honesty, the English dub, they removed a lot of songs.
Yeah.
There were way less songs than what they were supposed to be.
There's probably a lot more rock and stuff like that.
Well, actually, there was just, in general, a lot of, like, spoken songs.
Oh, yeah.
Like, there are a lot of moments where there were songs where they just cut it out because, hey, we're making stuff for English viewers kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that song played for me. I had not been able to watch the Cell Saga for the longest time until I got to Abridged. And the cool thing about Abridged was these are guys that were passionate about what they made.
That is...
So they gave it everything they had to make this whole season.
That is the best thing. When someone is super passionate about something and they actually create something so good that it could actually replace your thoughts about... Not replace. But like more renew.
Renew is a better word for it because they've even said, we don't want to be like a possible option to replace Dragon Ball. We just love it.
It's a non-profit fan-based parody.
Yeah. But yeah, the Cell Saga was my favorite saga just because it had an epic villain which happened to be inspired heavily by Hunter x Hunter, which actually explains the whole bug thing. Because remember, he was a bug man, right?
Yeah.
Where'd the bug DNA come from?
Where'd the bug come from?
Like, genuinely, from Cell, where did the bug DNA come from? You don't know. And the reason why is because it was literally just Meruem from Hunter x Hunter turned into a Dragon Ball character.
I almost said Dr. Wily, but I meant to say Dr. Gero. Dr. Gero.
I'll get you, Goku the Hedgehog!
Dr. Robotnik?
I fucked up so bad. We're thinking so many different There's a lot of doctors in Japan.
There's a lot of evil doctors.
I guess in Japan there's just evil medical school. Because there's a lot of fucking doctors.
I've got a doctorate for this. This stays in, you know that, right?
I know. Well, consider there's fucking Dr. Light, Dr. Wily, there's Dr. Robotnik, there's Dr. Gero, Dr. Briefs. There's a lot of doctors. There's a lot of doctorates. I can't wait for one of them to just pop up and be like, I'm an evil doctor of psychology.
Oh, no!
He gets into the hero's mind.
Oh, and that one guy from
That would actually be good.
from the World's Strongest. I need you to melt the ice.
Oh, man, what was his name? I forget his name. Anyway.
Anyway.
Cell Saga. That was fucking awesome. And it was the perfect setup.
It's also terrifying.
Yeah, Cell! The beginning was terrifying of literally, I have a way to power up, and the way I power up is by eating my siblings. You know, these characters that you've grown attachments to? I'm gonna eat them.
And also everybody else. That one line from the Abridged that I really like that summarizes it really well. When Trunks says, "Oh, I see before me is a dead man," and Cell goes, "You have no idea how many dead men are behind me."
Ooh, God, that was a fucking intense line.
Yeah!
It was such a good arc. Mm-hmm. And it was, honestly, if Dragon Ball had ended there, it would have been fucking awesome. But, of course, we got the Buu Saga next.
Yeah,
which, I'll be honest, a lot of people have problems with that. I like it for what we got. But I still do recognize its problems of Goku being Goku, just being the hero of the story per usual. But there were epic moments, like, for example, Vegeta's final moment.
Yeah, final.
Oh, man. The fucking turn.
Yeah.
I remember watching that because I knew about that scene for the longest time, but I hadn't seen it until about 2017. God. And then I finally saw it, and I was like, oh my god. This is some of the best Dragon Ball ever.
Yeah.
And I just was in tears. And then I was so fucking pissed when Buu survived.
Yeah. And that is the biggest problem from the Buu Saga, is that it felt artificially elongated.
Yeah. I'll tell you this, since you haven't seen Dragon Ball Super. Do you know that they actually do that final moment again in Super?
They do it again?
They do it again, but worse, because of the fact that Vegeta lives.
Oh. I know that Vegeta kind of became the stand-in secondary protagonist person, but
luckily they do end in an awesome way. It's just like the fucking middle, that the meat of it is spoiled. No, there's a lot of cool moments. Like, for example, you've heard of Jiren, right? The
Yes,
big
the
gray
with the
alien
giant
dude.
eyes, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's based on the Greys. And the whole thing with his universe is that they're the Justice League. He's the Batman.
Batman.
Topo is the Superman. They have a Flash. They have a Fishman. They have all these different characters, and it's awesome.
Oh yeah, they're all dressed up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's a bit of a mix of like Justice League
And
mixed
X-Men.
with Sentai.
And it's in
Sentai.
Yeah.
Sentai. But Super had a lot of cool moments. Similar to GT, they had a lot of cool ideas that had problems. Apparently the manga is a lot better, especially with the way that they handle the Goku Black arc.
I don't want to say my favorite joke, but if you
Your favorite joke? No, I know the joke.
stand down. This man isn't black. What? Yeah. Like, it sounds so bad out of context.
I fucking love it.
But it's so funny.
It's so bad out of context, but then with context, it's literally, don't worry, he's not this psychotic murderer who's been going around killing all our people.
Yeah, he
just looks like him.
looks like him. Yeah. It's like the same problem with Turtles.
We get to see who one of the last surviving Z fighters was in that world. One who it was? Yajirobe.
Oh. Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, it's kind of the whole thing of like, yeah, no, I survived because, well...
I got a sword!
No, actually I survived because of the fact that, well, I can run.
And every time they try and punch me, I just go further away from
That's
them.
the thing. My friends, they're battle hungry. I'm not. I'm normal hungry. I'm normal hungry.
I'm normal hungry!
I'm Goku minus the fighty fight.
Yeah. Oh, that's really good.
But yeah, no, he's one of the last surviving members, and we also do get a fucking stellar moment with Goku in that moment. Not stellar as in like, oh, that's such a touching moment for his character. No, fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
He sees Trunks kiss Mai, and he goes, oh, why are you doing that? And Vegeta goes, he's kissing her. What is wrong with you? And he goes, oh, why would anybody do that? And he goes, haven't you kissed your wife? And he goes, of course not. What are you talking about? And he looks at me and he says, you have children! It's one of my fucking favorite moments.
Oh my god, that's amazing!
Yeah!
You have children!
Just Vegeta's moment of being like, oh my god, this man has never kissed his wife, and you wonder why she's pissed.
There we go.
Why is she constantly angry? Because she's never gotten a kiss from fucking Goku.
He doesn't even...
The father of her children. I love Dragon Ball so much. It's so fucking chaotic. It's got this pure energy of chaos.
Like, there's two different versions of it. There's the family life, and then there's the super ultra fighting. And they somehow mix it perfectly.
Yeah, and you gotta summarize. There are 4 different series for Dragon Ball, and each have their epic fucking moments.
Yeah.
The original Dragon Ball has amazing moments. Have you ever seen Goku versus, what was his name?
General Tao?
No.
Pilaf?
Jackie Lee.
Jackie Lee. I know...
Jackie Chun, I believe it was.
I know
like that.
very little from Dragon Ball.
It was Roshi in disguise. And the whole point of it was basically, it was Goku in this tournament arc. It was him, Krillin, and Jackie Chun, I believe was, aka Roshi.
Yeah.
And the whole point of the fight was basically, he was trying to teach them humility.
You think Master Roshi's my real name?
That's an actual statement. That's an actually true statement, in all honesty. Because do you know what Roshi means?
Like,
Master.
Master, yeah.
So literally his name is not Master Roshi.
It's Master.
It's basically Master, which could be anything.
Yeah.
But the whole thing with that whole arc was it was supposed to teach Goku and Krillin humility.
Yeah.
And
It worked with Krillin, not with Goku.
The thing is, Goku doesn't win. When he fights Roshi, he doesn't win.
Oh, wow.
He almost won, but when they were fully out of ki, out of every ounce of energy in their body, they went in for one last attack, which was a kick to the face, both of them.
Mm.
And the one thing that Roshi had going for him was length. And he managed to kick him so hard that he knocked him out.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
Yeah.
It's, once again, the whole that whole thing of, I like it when you have a hero who, they don't have to always win. There's a reason why I like My Hero Academia so much, in all honesty. But
it's not always about winning. That's the thing.
That's honestly my problem with the people that say, well, Emilian would have been a way better hero, better main character. And it's like, well, that's not the point. That's the point. I'll get into this with the next video about My Hero Academia.
Spoilers, the next one is the next show.
I will talk about my problem with people saying they want Lemillion as the main character. I'll talk about that. Trust me, you fuckers, I'm coming for you.
You see the length of this video, and then you'll see the length of the next one.
Yeah. Anyway, that's basically my thoughts on Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I just... Like, Dragon Ball is the more classic story. Dragon Ball Z has the best moments and individual stories. GT has some really good moments, and Dragon Ball Super has the best movies.
Yeah, it's a very accurate statement. Yeah, the Dragon Ball Super's movie was fucking awesome.
They're all so good, and then they kind of ruin them in the show.
Yeah. Well, any final thoughts on Dragon Ball as a whole?
It could never die.
It could never fucking die. Don't worry, the merchandise will never let it die.
Yeah. If they make something else anything close as the Broly movie, then it will keep on going strong.
Don't stop, we got paid now.
All right, and that's the end of this episode of the GV Podcast. Thank you so much for listening, watching, whatever it is. I don't know. We don't know anything anymore, but yeah, thank you all.
Don't stop, there's some money here now.
All right, GV out.
All you have to do is go free the soul.
Money bags.
DMCA.